Nobody has taught her resilience.
Capacity building.
Nobody has taught her what to do, with her hormone issues and all of that going on. And then someday you see a normally sane woman, she goes bust, and you're wondering, but she's standing on two pillars. If Third Mainland Bridge was one pillar at the beginning and one pillar at the other end, would you drive on it?
No.
So we need to stabilize the woman, and that's why this conference is here. Okay. So we need to find those gaps that the woman has and speak to them, and that's why the team is building bridges from within. Every human being, man or woman, has some gaps, because life is translational. As we grow, things come up, and we find where the gaps are. And that's why sometimes you find, again, I'll go back to the Third Mainland Bridge, they close it sometimes to do maintenance. When was the last time you shut down yourself to do maintenance?
True.
When was the last time?
No, you're not normal.
Wow. So when was the last time you sat down to say, okay, I have grown in my finances, but I have not grown in my relationship building. Okay, I have built capacity in this area, but in that area.
But so not in my body, not in myself, not in my mind.
You know?
Right?
So that's why we're doing this. We're shutting down to build bridges. Those dreams that you carried as a young person, that you now got married, and then you didn't pursue those dreams, and then now you're feeling resentful because the things you got to doing didn't lead you to where you thought. So you have pains and traumas that you're dealing with. So you can't reconcile your child, that's the girl in you cannot reconcile this woman you become. We need to build a bridge from there to where you are, so that you can get further ahead. There's so many reasons. And so that's why we're doing this conference.
Awesome.
I love it when women speak life into other women.
Other women, yes. And women have this August meeting thing. It's usually 2-3 days. Isn't it? Why is yours one day? Besides, from what time to what time? You haven't even said. I don't know why. I don't know why it has to be just one day.
Isn't it will get there.
Okay. Thank you.
No, we just had a short conversation and it made such a huge impact right now.
Yes.
So I can imagine you doing this one day and making more impact than people will do 3 days.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
Thank you.
I'm all for it.
We're actually doing this for one day because you know what the economy is talking. So if you're out there, you're listening to me and you like what I'm talking and you want to sponsor this event, it's still open.
Please do.
Give us the numbers that they can use for calling you.
But then it's also a virtual conference. It's a hybrid, so we are virtual and we are also on site. So get online if you like to. The number to call is 08033069199. I'll say that again. 08033069199. Please call us. We'd like you to sponsor us. I mean, we'd like you to sponsor us, and then we can give the women more and more. Because we have actually committed ourselves on the OPU platform to keep lifting one woman one at a time to finding self and finding purpose. Because like you said, there's a place for the older women speaking and nurturing the younger ones.
I was just about to ask, is there an age limit for this?
Oh no, okay, so we are trying to grab them from like as low as 16
Fantastic
to as much as 45, because one thing I found out when I started on radio is that the front part of the woman's brain does not fully develop until she's 40.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's why you see when you marry a girl at a very young age and she's having children, she's likely to have midlife crisis. Because she's a child, tending a child. So I said to myself, if my brain is not fully developed at 40, what am I doing trying to manage a home? What am I doing trying to run a business? What am I doing trying to carry the whole world on my shoulder? I should also invest some time in
developing my brain.
Exactly. So really, life really does begin at 40.
Life does begin at 40 after all.
Fantastic.
That's very smart.
I'm a smart girl. I'm a smart girl.
Yes, you have a knack for it.
I have a knack for being smart.
What's this?
No, she will leave down. She will not
going to leave down that. You're not going to leave it down. You're not going to leave it down. Yes, so and Izzy had given me one of her books titled Up You. Finding you, building you, and becoming the best you by Ezine Kufre Ekanem. I'm so in love with this book, and everything is stack up, level up, soak up, shoot up.
It's okay.
Everything up, sign up, everything up, and I haven't stopped reading it. Knack up, strategy up, everything up.
It's over. I'm done.
And we are going to play, I think we heard that jingle. We've asked that they're going to play that jingle for us so we can hear more about it. And besides, I'm going to be speaking at the conference.
Up you, Gloria.
Why do you like that laugh?
I don't know why. It was such an innocent laugh.
It was not an innocent laugh.
There is nothing absolutely innocent
About that laugh. I'm telling you, this girl, she goes, ha, 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 ha. Folks, if you're listening, I am a good talker. I'm sure you already know that. Please don't listen to NY because NY is sounding as if I will fall on my face on that day.
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Gloria.
Oh, NY.
Darling, no.
She knows you.
I know you're up to the task. Yeah.
If I don't be talking
You
anymore.
have the knack of it.
Oh my goodness.
Children, please, it's not knack or it's not.
Ezine, thank you so much for coming on this
Ezine,
program. I wish you could stay with us throughout. But
Yes,
we
we love
you.
I'm in love with Ezine.
Honestly, we're all going to be at this conference, and we're going to tell our friends. We're going to make sure that we fill up that venue.
We're there.
Oh yes.
Nicola, you and I are going to be there.
Oh, we already know I'm going to be there.
Up you, Gloria.
She's done it again. That's why she was laughing. She said, up you, Gloria.
Up you, Gloria.
That's why she's laughing. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Thank you very much for coming.
I'm really pleased to be here, and I hope to come again and again.
Yes.
We shall bring you back.
We will bring you back.
We love you,
We love
Ezine.
you. Thank you so much, Ezine.
Take care.
So y'all, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
And the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. On disco lights, your name will be seen.
For 2 years, we've spoken to 2 women every week on diverse topics on our show, Up You with Ezine, on 2 radio stations. Week in, week out, we discovered we all were saying the same things in different ways from our different perspectives. How does it all tie in? How do we build bridges from within? Hi, my name is Ezine Kufre Ekanem, and I'm inviting you to register to join us for this distinctive women's conference holding this August in Lagos, Nigeria. The Up You Women Conference 2023. Click on the link to register and save the date. August 26, 2023. Up You with Ezine. Finding self, finding purpose.
Welcome to the Ladies Lounge. Real women, real talk.
I am Bimbo Akintola.
Well, I am Gloria Young.
And I'm NY.
Together, we intend to bring you a captivating show that will keep you glued to your radio.
Yes, so
Welcome to the Ladies Lounge. Real women, real talk.
Baby, fresh on the beat and it's killing them all, of course. It's killing them all, of course. Make we scatter this place tonight. Dance and sweat till life's in a fight. We must settle this thing tonight. Yeah. Come, let us catch some feelings for night. Yeah. And if you tell me, say make a bello. I don't go waste time, but to do like so. Riding the joke, this go. Yeah. This loving, no be chop and go. Hey, now because of you, I get to go strong. All over. This feeling got me falling. All over. Get tired of something they do me for body, oh. All over. I make we spend this money, oh. All over. Hey, now because of you, I get to go strong. All over.
bounce all over, all over. So yes, folks, this is still Ladies Lounge.
Yeah. On mainland 98.3 FM.
Real women,
real talk. I like the way you say it so quietly. And
yeah, I'm a quiet person.
Oh God, please stop it.
I have the knack of it.
Please.
Anyway, please stop this.
Please stop this. Stop this thing. Please, I beg. Yes, if you're just joining us, you know where you're at.
Yeah.
And it's time for our talk segment.
Oh, but before then, we have a message on Facebook.
Oh, we do.
Hello, Joseph. Joseph KK Akonde says, conversation on point.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Joseph. Thank you.
Let's open the call lines.
Oh yes, yeah. So we have to open the call lines. But let me introduce the topic first.
Yeah.
Our topic of discussion today is titled Then and Now. Have women leveled up? Remember, just a few minutes ago, our guest was talking about women leveling up, making sure that we're changing. Has it happened? Has it been happening? We're going to talk from the 90s. So we're going to open up the phone lines. Join in this discussion. 091 36 410. Again,
You know that was 091 36 410.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Abimbola,
What about the
calming
WhatsApp-
down.
WhatsApp
Let me say
line?
the WhatsApp line now.
I will
Okay, you want
call
to say it in Pidgin?
No, after
Okay,
you.
let me first say it in English. You can send us a WhatsApp message or a text message on 091 36 430.
Oh, now if you send us message for WhatsApp 091 36 430.
Maybe they don't know what that means. WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Oh, Lord. And why are you following her?
Nah. you know I'm too cool for school.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, then and now. 90s, present day. Have women leveled up? What's the difference? What's
90s or before 90s?
No, but
from
70s.
no, we can't do 70s.
You
We can't-
wait, but
70s children.
girls,
You were not saying
girls.
woman.
But we're 70s children.
And a lot of our
And we
beginning is
experienced our
from
mom.
70s.
Okay.
Yeah, my
And
mother
we
was a 70s
Our
mother.
mothers
Yeah.
and mothers of today and all
Skull
of that, right?
to the back.
Yeah,
Skull to the back.
yeah. Okay, skull to the back.
Ruler on point.
Mm-hmm.
Slippers flung.
Uh-huh.
Anything within reach
my,
at you.
my mom's greatest weapon,
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh yeah, all
eyes,
those
right?
eyes.
Oh my goodness, she
Those
will give you that
eyes.
look and you will be
You would know
your
what it is
spirit,
about,
your
actually.
soul and your physical.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's look.
But we need to know what leveling up is all about first. What do you mean by leveling up?
Okay.
Taking yourself
Isn't
from
it what's
this level
talking
to
about?
the next, right?
Isn't it what's saying leveling up?
Yeah.
We need women to understand that they can do better.
Yeah.
Trying to bring it out from them. They can go from one level to the next.
Okay, fantastic.
They don't have to be stagnant.
Yeah.
Right.
Fantastic.
So is that what has been happening? That's the question.
No,
They've
Isn't was
taken
also
themselves
talking
far.
about women connecting with themselves, finding themselves, and knowing themselves. Right.
Yeah.
But also, I want us to look at leveling up in terms of how it was then, what it meant
What
to
it meant
level up
then,
then,
to
and
level
what
up.
it
And what it
means
means
to level up
now.
now.
Yeah.
Because there's such a huge
Difference.
difference
The
in the
huge
leveling up
divide.
of when we were kids and the leveling up that's happening now.
Okay, let's do it like this. What was a woman who was successful like in those days?
Well, a successful woman in those days wasn't just successful in business. It was
She was
all round.
successful in marriage.
She was at home successful,
Mm-hmm.
with her children successful, with her husband, and at work or in business. She was successful with her
It was-
friends as well.
And it was more business than going to work.
Yeah,
Work,
well,
work.
business was work for her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
of course.
even for those mothers, women who were actually working, because my mother worked.
Like one of the examples of looking at a woman then that had it right, that was a baddie.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a
Oh, yeah,
baddie.
a baddie.
Was that your children were well behaved and
Yeah,
doing well in
behaved.
school.
Yes. And your husband was happy at home.
But don't
Or
forget,
maybe.
in those days, it used to take a village to raise a child.
Exactly.
A woman wouldn't do it on her own. She always knows that her neighbors are looking out for her kids.
But even
No,
if
the
she was
main
doing
thing
it
was
on
the
her own.
woman.
Yeah.
The main thing
Even
was
if
the
she was
woman.
doing
woman,
it on her
right?
own.
Compared to now.
Yeah, so if we're saying then being a baddie was, having a successful marriage, proper children. In
Children.
terms of being brought up well
Yeah.
behaved in public, education wise, what's a baddie now?
Okay,
What
wait.
is a baddie
Bimbo,
now?
you know what? So that we don't sound like we don't know what we're talking about. What was your mother like?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You know
I
what?
Bimbo's mother now.
I looked one day. I had to give myself a pep talk. You know, I do that a lot, and I just reminded myself, you're not your mother, and you cannot judge yourself by your mom's standards, because my mom was superwoman, and still is.
Yeah.
My mom would sort you out, get you ready for school,
And sort
drop
yourself,
you
yeah.
in school,
And
go
back and
to
do
her
her
business,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then close her business.
And
She had
get
it.
home before
She had
yeah.
it so right that
You
the
said so
people
the
she
other
did
day.
business with understood that by so time my kids are coming home, I'm done. And she was running a successful business.
Fantastic.
So she laid her terms with people that she worked with.
Yeah.
It was on her terms. Look, I'm going to be available from this hour to this hour, then I'm done. I'm going home to my kids.
Okay.
Boss lady.
That was my mother as well.
Yeah.
My mom, in fact, was my mother working, as far as I'm concerned? But it turns out my
you
mother
didn't
was
know.
actually
She
working.
was obviously working.
My mom would get you up ready, you know, in the morning. Oh, sorry. After she has baked.
Baked.
My
mother
mom used to
would
do
bake
that too.
Scones, cakes, meat
Chin
pie,
chin, meat pie.
What time would she
everything,
wake up
bread.
and bake and
I
get
don't
you
know.
ready
My
for
mother was
school?
superwoman.
My mom did that as well.
And then
Ooh.
she would now dress you up, get you ready for school, drop you off at school, go off and do her business. And mommy was always at home by the time I was home. It didn't matter. Mommy was always there. I don't think I felt my mother's absence. And then she would still dress up, look pretty, and go for a cocktail party with my dad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is, you see this woman, 6 children, gorgeous.
My mom was always
Drop
and
dead
my mother
gorgeous.
made her clothes sometimes.
Wow.
So what's the difference?
Okay.
We talked about how the women were then
Okay.
and how successful they were, because obviously they were successful in business, like you said, at home, in everything.
Yeah.
How is it like now?
So, children of today, correct us if we're wrong, because we're about to. This what we're saying is based on what we can see.
Can you
I
see
feel
me?
like a body
I have an
today.
itch.
I feel like a lot of the bodies today are lost.
Right?
Quite.
When you're talking in terms of women, I feel like they're lost. Because if we think being naked on social media is being a baddie, then no, it isn't.
On social media where your children are
Where-
also on.
Where your children will be on.
No, some of them
Because-
are on already. Some children have.
No, the internet never
they have-
forgets. So
No,
even
but
if you
apart
think you
from
don't have
that-
children now,
Apart
will-
from that,
Yeah.
have you noticed that some children have Instagram handles and stuff?
Yes,
Why?
a lot of kids do. A lot
Yes.
of babies do. That their parents
No, their
handle
parents
for them.
handle
But
for
it's,
them.
But,
it's
at
all
some
about the
point
baby.
they're gonna come there.
It's all about the baby. You know, so we have the social media. I mean, and let's not downplay this. A lot of those ladies, some of them are making good
They're
money.
major, yeah.
They're doing proper
great.
business. I'm not pleased. But also, you can't be a baddie if you feel like being independent, being without a man, or not caring about a man.
Not
or,
caring actually,
you
because they
know,
don't mind being with the man,
is
but
being
do
a
they
baddie.
care?
I'm writing that independent down because we really need to talk about that.
What independent really
Really
is.
means.
Because for when we were younger, being independent didn't mean that you wouldn't have a man or you wouldn't be married. It meant that you were also able as a
Able
woman to contribute.
You are able to
What-
balance out your
and
life.
then on top of it, the major meaning of it for me is that you understand that you need the man.
Your strength.
You need the man.
Yes.
That makes him makes you stronger. You need to have. I mean, no woman is an island. Nobody is an island. So you need that person. How can you say I'm an independent woman? I don't need anybody.
Okay, you don't need anybody, Sha. But
Sha.
this girl.
Eh?
You have a knack.
I have a knack for these things.
For saying that you don't need anybody.
You don't need anybody,
The
Sha.
independent,
But
and that's the confusion a
you
lot
do.
of these people
No,
have.
No,
let's
but
not
listen,
lie.
you
They
guys.
have this
No,
confusion.
no,
confusion.
calm
Why,
down.
let's not lie.
Calm down,
Don't
girls.
lie, you.
I'm not lying. You don't understand.
Okay.
Listen. Fine, you don't need anybody. No problem. You can do everything yourself. You're making your good money. You can even have a baby by yourself.
Yeah,
But
these
you know,
days, yeah.
There's no such thing. There's nothing as comforting as knowing that you have somebody who has your back. You know?
Yeah. There is
We
that.
even have. Let me look at the time first.
Let me give you an example.
Aha. Almost there. Wait.
Okay.
We can even pleasure ourselves by ourselves.
You're
Oh
not
my
there.
But
goodness.
once in a while,
You're not there.
yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. Once in a while, you do need an extra pair of hands.
For the pleasuring to be
Yeah.
maximized. Okay, we're done with this.
Anyway,
one.
we're
Okay.
done with that part of it, please.
We shall come back. No, we're not done.
Okay.
It's on pause. We
We-
shall come back
We
to
will
it.
come back to
Okay.
that.
Okay, so
We were talking about the independent woman and exactly what it means. a lot of women are having that issue. They actually feel that an independent woman she doesn't need it. Like
by herself on her own.
On her own. She can do everything on her own. She can do all of that.
Baby.
Do you know that?
I didn't say that I don't need you.
I didn't say you said you
please,
don't.
I need you. I need you.
No. And it's so funny. It's so funny because I feel like a lot of our principles and the things that we held so firm years ago have sort of disappeared.
Yeah.
People are not, and that's what you need to understand. One hand must wash the other. That's where I was going. One hand must wash the other. You can't wash your hand, one hand alone by itself, right?
You can try. And you can try, but once in a while, you need
never
the second
clean.
hand.
You need the second hand.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I do things like, I wait for my husband to come home to change a light bulb.
Of course.
Oh,
do you understand?
I change a light bulb.
No. Of course, I can change it myself, and I do sometimes.
But you want to make him feel important, and it's very important.
I want him to know he is needed.
To feel needed. Yeah,
yes.
actually,
he must know he's needed, and so he must know that he's an important person in my life.
Yeah.
Because I can do everything else I want.
Actually,
but you see, the thing about it is,
but it's good to be.
It's good to have that person beside you,
yeah.
because one day you will need him.
Yeah.
If you think you don't need him now, you will need him.
But what
later.
if you don't have that person?
We'll get there because that's not what we're talking about.
That's not where we're going.
But funny enough, I listened to this thing on social media. This lady asked this man, a Muslim cleric, I think, but Muslim, that, Islam says the woman is property and blah, blah, blah. And why should a woman be anybody's property? And the man says, that it's not property in that sense. He says, okay, let me break it down to you. Let's not argue over the words. Let me just break it down to you. If you have a society where men are not protectors, what would happen to women? He says, when a man is disturbing you on the streets or at a nightclub, what do you even say to them? When somebody is being a nuisance, you say, look, I have a husband. Look, I have a man.
I have a man.
You never say, I have a
You don't say, I have a female friend waiting.
Exactly, because the people who are gatekeepers against those bad guys out there are men.
Guys, yeah.
So they're not just there for nothing. They're protectors in that sense. Because let's be realistic. There's certain jobs that women don't want to do.
Nah.
That's why when people ask me, are you a feminist? I say, no, I'm a humanist.
I am a feminist. A feminist believes that she needs a man.
Which feminist?
I'm telling you, I am
the feminism of today.
I am the real feminist. I'm a realist.
Okay.
A real feminist.
You're a woman.
Real, because what they're calling feminism now, for me, I just don't believe in it.
I'm sorry.
Because when men become something that's unimportant, there's a reason that God created man and woman.
Yeah,
we complement each other.
There's a reason why God gave Adam Eve.
Exactly. To be a helpmeet.
Yeah.
Now, have women leveled up in that area? Let's go back to that same question.
I feel like if somebody is telling us that there are like 1,000 divorces in Abuja this year alone.
Christ.
This year alone, we're not leveling up.
We're definitely not leveling up.
We're not making an effort. I think we put in more energy into putting the wedding together, into preparing for the marriage.
Spend so much money.
We don't think about the after.
And also, we're so concerned about how people perceive us and our strengths. What's wrong with being vulnerable outside?
Yeah, and a lot of times,
there's really nothing wrong with being
times, I have noticed that women don't want to be seen as being women. They want somebody looks at you. I've had people ask me, so what do you do? And I say, I'm somebody's wife and a mother.
That's what I start with.
I say that.
Yeah.
But really, what do I do?
It's a full-time job.
These are the people that make me who I am, and I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
And you are phenomenal at it.
And sometimes they make you feel like, oh, is that all? Oh, really? And then it can make you actually feel inadequate enough to want to be a certain other way. So I think that's the problem people are having.
That's what the problem is.
Because we feel like the definition of strength now is not being vulnerable, not being rejected. You will be rejected at every point in your life. It's a natural
even
part
at
of
home.
life.
Even your children will reject you at some point.
Somebody will break your heart, but you see, that breaking of heart, it took me a little while to understand it. Your heart grows stronger, man.
Yeah. What doesn't kill you?
Will make you stronger. Yes, right.
Strongs you.
Hardens you.
So when we're now so traumatized that we say we don't want men, and we're saying it to our children who have not even had the trauma, who don't understand where we're coming from, but we're this ideology of being a baddie, we're feeding it to them.
Meanwhile, that is not being a baddie. That's just sticking your head in the sand.
That's just
The
being
body
hurt.
is one who can do
all of these things.
Do all things through Christ who strengthens herself.
Who can be my mommy?
You
Bake,
know.
dress,
Okay, we don't want that
and be
one.
going.
Not everybody wants that.
Please.
Really?
I
But
want
you
my
can still
mom.
be a
I cannot
body.
do it.
You can be a wife, mother,
See, excuse me.
entrepreneur,
Gloria,
businesswoman,
Gloria, see who is saying I cannot do
broadcaster. See
it.
who
This
is talking.
one,
She wakes up at 4 a.m. to make her,
So-
her breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
every time
If
Bimbo
you all
is,
are listening,
is around,
we
I
eat.
know I'm going to eat.
We do not eat the whole day.
Bimbo,
on
you're my
Wednesday 'cause
mommy.
We know we're
You just
coming
don't know
here
how to sew.
to
That's
eat.
all.
Sabimbola be coming down.
Okay, I'm learning sewing, by the way. Okay, so let's look at it again. Body, then and now, clothing.
Clothing.
Fashion.
Oh my God.
Fashion.
What is it about going naked?
What
Social media and nakedness.
What is
I think
it about?
sometimes I think
Why do the two?
I think
Why-
we a lot of women now feel like being able to dress the way they want, because for some reason there's this story that we were not allowed to dress this particular way, and now I can do it. It means that I own my own body.
Ah, is that what it is?
I feel because I've
That's-
heard that on
that's
on
stupid.
in so many places. But
That's
my
really
dear, even
stupid.
if it's under cloth, don't be you get her.
No, the thing about it is, do you know that if you keep covering this hand like this, and you do it, and it becomes a habit, once you remove your hand from that covering, what happens? You feel naked. So how come you've been doing that just because they ask you to do it, and then you remove it and you don't feel naked? That's not true.
Actually,
That's not true.
No, I think. I
So,
think
so the
it's
little,
true.
the young girls who are busy shaking their head and nodding, you all want to be naked in the first place.
No, but you
That's
know,
just what it is.
I think that's where it started from. Like, oh, you don't tell me what to do with my body. I'm able to dress the way I please. Because remember a long time ago when they say, oh, let's use we can use the word. If
yeah.
a woman has been sexually abused, they say, what were you wearing?
Yeah.
Imagine.
How did you present
So
yourself?
I think
Imagine.
there's also something that's happening because people are thinking, okay, there was this great noise about, well, it's not noise. There was a lot of talk about your dressing not having to affect the way you're perceived. So now everybody,
And
the
that's how
girls-
it started.
girls don't wear bras anymore.
They go naked, actually. Not
They
wearing
don't wear
bras.
bras.
Not wearing bras under their clothes is okay.
No, I'm talking about a girl with humongous joggers who is not wearing a bra to support it.
And their moms are still alive.
Yes.
They probably would have locked me up by now if I
Don't-
was their mother.
Don't be arch. There we go.
In that one, allow me to be arch. What?
I think it's a lot of, I think we need to have a lot of dialogue, which is why what Izine is doing is so beautiful. I think there
Yes.
needs to be a lot of dialogue between us women so that we all know where we're going and where we're coming from. There's no woman on earth
Let's
who has not,
compare.
who has not been hurt or who has not gone through bad relationships. But you know what?
Things will always
It
go
doesn't
bad.
mean that there are great men out there.
Yeah.
There are
But
good men.
let's be able to compare lifestyles of our women before and lifestyles of women now. The kind of music we listen to, the kind of movement, even traffic, whatever it is. Our mothers used to wake up at 4 a.m. and still they're able to get so much done before 7.
No, baddies
7:30.
wake up from 11,
Kids,
12.
Well,
Baddies don't wake up at 4 a.m.
What time do they wake up?
11, 12, you're a diva.
Huh?
Diva. Divalicious.
So they sleep the whole morning away.
You're divalicious.
No,
And then you
most-
expect
but
to
most
get
of
it.
them-
How
no, but
do
most
you
of
want to
them-
be
Because
productive?
most of them are creatives and they're creating at night.
That's okay. Be creating at night. Then you do something else with your
On
life
social
in the
media,
daytime.
not that kind
What
of
are they
creative.
creating, please?
They're creating life.
Oh Lord have mercy. I actually fell for NY. NY, you are already.
No, but they are creative. They are creating
Yeah.
in the sense that a lot of them are on social media, and you might not appreciate what they do because you're old school. But there's a lot of thought that goes into it. There's a lot of work that goes
energy.
into
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
And you know what? You've got to give them full props for doing all that.
Wallahi.
But you can't do it with clothes on. I just feel like
What is it with these two girls today? Do you all have to be this?
No, I just feel like because I don't know, maybe because we're really I tell people I'm old fashioned in so many senses. Like I don't get social media to a certain you can tell just by looking at my social media. But I feel like no matter what you put out there on social media, it will be there 25 years, 30 years,
It
40
definitely
years,
will
50
be
years.
there.
So it's going to
Everybody
come back
needs
and
to
bite
understand
you.
it.
Bite you.
We all need to understand it.
Especially when you don't want to
Everyone
be
who
beaten.
has a certain level of publicity or success or fame has a social responsibility towards their fans, towards people who listen to them.
Yeah.
Do not go mad. Do not go crazy. Don't just because you have a page, you turn it into a free for all, hangout for prostitutes and co. I mean, that's not what
It
our
was not
mothers used to do in those
Wow,
days.
that's so arch. Let's say can't have a
Is
prostitute.
that- I mean, then and now, the baddies then. What is the real name? What is the real definition of a baddie?
I think a body, honestly.
When you
for
say
me.
you're leveling up, what are you leveling up with your life? What are you doing? That's what we're talking about, in case you haven't got it. Okay?
Wow, so
Yeah.
aggressive.
I have to be arch.
Yeah, arch.
Oh, wow.
Let's look at
Please,
music. Let's look at music then and now.
It was soft. It was vulnerable.
It was about family.
Yeah.
It was
It
about,
was family.
women.
Remember?
It was
Ọmọ mi
women.
ṣòwò
Yes,
tí a dára o.
ọmọ mi gbọ́ tèmi tí á dára o. Oh, fantastic.
That's Christian
Yes,
Senibukwe.
that was Christian. Oyinka Owenu.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
One love. Keep us together.
And even when she sang about sex with King Sunny Ade,
Oh,
was,
yes.
It was
it was
subtle.
lovely.
It was
it was so
subtle.
nice.
Wait for me,
Baby,
And it
down
was-
with me.
Yeah.
And it was like it was saying, you know what? I love you. I'm passionate about you.
Yeah,
I want
but
to
there's
do
a
it, but can we
time.
just wait
Let's
until
I'm
ready
ready.
for it? And even when we do it,
I
let's
know
do it
you.
with sense.
Let it be when we're
lovely
ready.
day for your hand.
Oh, Lord.
This thing they call love, na serious affair. Make me think well. Well, before you something.
I beg go.
If you love life, you go plan am well.
Ajirani.
Lovely, lovely.
You go
But
wait
think
for
about
me.
music now. It's a
No,
bit
no,
sad.
no. We should.
I was going to sing one of
In
my
fact, the kind of
songs.
music
It's
that we
about
listen to
waist.
now. Oh,
It's
yeah.
about waist. It's about twerking. It's
Yeah.
about
Naked
It's
boobies.
about naked.
Money.
It's about boobs and ass.
Killing-
Use the language.
calling
That's what
women
it is.
hoes.
Yeah.
Calling women
Be proud to be
womanhood.
whole like.
Degrading womanhood.
I mean,
And but they're degrading womanhood, and there's a woman right there degrading along with it.
I keep wondering about that thing. Oh, In fact, if I sing some of the songs that I hear, I just say, "Are you dancing to this?"
No, you know,
They don't
you know,
realize what they're dancing
you know
to.
what scares me? You go for a children's party,
And they
and,
play those
that's what the
same
DJ is
songs.
playing.
And the children are dancing.
Yeah, of course,
and
and
they're
singing,
singing
to it.
and singing.
I was recently at it was the end of year party awards day thing for a school, primary school. And as I was walking by the DJ, I said, "I hope you're playing children friendly music."
Does he know what children
Like,
friendly music?
The guy said, yes, ma, okay. Next thing I heard one song, I was like, the way I flew out of my seat and landed in front of him. I said, what did I say?
I don't
But
think,
you know-
I don't think we should mention those names.
No, I didn't
no, I
mention
mean,
the
Let's not
song.
be singing.
But I
them.
also I also say something to people. I said the music of those days was a reality of was people's
What was
reality.
then.
Now this
is their reality, yes.
See, you might think I agree that the songs are crude. Some of them are just
Vulgar.
But that's their reality.
That is,
No, it is.
I mean,
that's life now.
okay,
That's life now.
That's as far back as 80s.
Popping bottles.
But what about 90s, 2000? What's the difference between 2001 to 2023? It's
Well,
just
the difference
22
is
years.
2023.
I mean, even Two-Face, his music is awesome, right? He's still very, very
very relevant.
relevant now. You
Well,
understand?
that's
So those are the kind
well-
of things we should be listening to. I mean,
Well, we can't all be listening to Two-Face all the time.
yeah,
Sometimes we need a little jim pak pak.
Let's say that Jim Pak Pak. This guy's going to kill me tonight. No, I don't think that those songs are wrong. That's not what we're saying.
no.
I'm saying, okay, like
There's
if you
a
look
time
at
and
if you
place for them.
apart from that, let's look at the reality of then. Then
Okay.
people were about family.
Family
People were
orient-
about
yeah, we're all family oriented then.
being safe. People were about this, and the era of HIV and all that.
Oh,
People were
yeah.
about so many things.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the young ones, what they're doing, they're going clubbing, they're popping bottles, they're twerking.
But we also
they're
went
shaking.
clubbing.
Yeah, but
Bimbola.
that
We
wasn't-
went clubbing.
We went clubbing.
We were popping bottles.
Yeah,
at
but
the
it
nightclub,
wasn't.
but
It wasn't. It
certain
wasn't.
age, not,
It
not-
wasn't
not
a.
the
It wasn't.
babies.
Yeah, we didn't do it as teenagers like that.
Yeah.
I didn't go
I
partying
didn't
go
outside
partying.
university
No.
days,
No.
and it wasn't a symbol of
of
I have
success
arrived,
and yeah.
which it is now.
Yeah,
Being
now
able to
you-
buy caskets, caskets.
Ah,
It's not.
is
and then they'll be
is
carrying that
literally
thing up in
casket.
the air, and,
Yeah.
and everybody will be hailing you, and
And Dory made for you, like when you buy full tank of petrol.
Yes, that was so. Did you see that? It was amazing.
Oh my word.
But I don't know. What do people think about then and now? Because we're not trying to be negative because there's a whole lot of beauty in 2023.
Today. Yeah.
But we're just speaking on those things that we think are negative. So don't take this as a negative conversation. We're just speaking of those things that we think are negative. Like the truth of the matter is that we have more children millionaires now than we
I will never go there.
We have children taking care of their parents.
Yes.
No, wait.
So the parents can't
Don't
even
make
talk
it sound
again.
So positive.
No.
No.
Don't take it to negative.
No.
Let's
I'm
talk
not
about the
saying-
positive.
No. Gloria is saying I'm saying
Forget about
it's
taking care of their parents and them not being able to
You
speak.
don't understand.
We're positive
Look,
now.
if your
Children who are making money,
if
have
your
they
child-
been educated enough to understand
Listen.
what to
Don't
do
go,
with that
you
money?
guys.
No.
Guys, we're talking about, yes, a lot of them have property. Yes, they
A
do know.
lot.
They do know what they're doing. A lot of them know what they're doing. Let's not look down on what they've
I'm not
achieved
looking down
as well.
on. I'm not looking down on
Because
what they've
man,
achieved,
and
because
what
it's not
those-
small. Oh.
Those children, some of them can buy you and
Yeah, I know, my darling. I know.
They can't buy me, Sha.
They can.
No, G baby.
They
No.
ain't buying me.
See, it's
I don't know the mouth that
it's
they
a
take with
problem.
them. Then she said if he take confuse me.
No.
I like them now.
Hold on.
No.
We're talking about the negative.
You mean
What
the
we've got
Yahoo people?
No. Who's talking about Yahoo people? I'm talking about children on social media. The
Yeah,
young
they are making
teenagers
good
who are
money.
doing so well.
Doing
They're getting paid on
extremely well.
YouTube. They're getting paid on
See,
Facebook.
You know
They're
what?
doing
You know,
brilliantly. They're buying houses.
yeah. You know what I told somebody
They're
recently.
investing.
I hope they're educating their minds.
Listen, no,
Abi,
G
everybody
baby.
wants to follow the
No,
AI.
G, listen. A lot of them have been to school and are done with school.
Okay,
See
good,
what the difference is
But you
that the
go
things.
school. Until we take the
Oh
school.
yeah, that's what I was
I
about
agree.
to say.
What do we take do?
That's what I was about to say.
You go school,
A
we go
lot-
school. Go to university.
school
Your
finish.
life will be better.
Every-
How many
but
graduates are out there
Now
that
we
can't
dey
do
talk
anything?
so
Okay,
now.
calm
Now we dey
down,
talk so.
ladies.
Now we dey
Calm
remember all these
down.
things.
How
Now
many
we
of
dey
us?
write am
How many
down.
of
Calm
us?
down,
How many of
ladies.
us can do? How many?
Calm down,
How many
ladies.
graduates out there can say, "I
Calm
graduate
down,
and
ladies.
it's done better for my life"?
Well, not a
Let's
lot.
be truthful.
But see,
Well, a
see
lot
the
of
thing,
them, the school passed through them. Now they didn't pass through the school.
It's Gloria one day.
See, let me tell you the
Okay,
difference.
sorry, let
The
me let
what's
you go.
the difference between us then and the kids now is that they're making money from things we were doing for free.
They were smart enough
They're
to realize
smart.
that
Yeah.
you can make
You can
money
make
from
money
it.
from it.
So
yeah.
so that's it. Somebody was saying, but we hustled now. Yes, we hustled. But did we know how to generate funds from this hustling? So these children are making good money. They're taking care of their parents' needs.
Yeah.
You know, some of them can't handle the success. So they are brash, they are rude, plain rude, just they don't
uncouth.
they don't
uncouth.
they feel like
which
they've arrived.
Uneducated,
Which children are you
I've
talking
seen a few
about?
of them. They've arrived and they don't know how to handle it. That's why it sounds so offensive.
Yes. That's why it is not just that.
But
it sounds,
some
it
of
is
them,
offensive.
but some of
See,
them are
there's a
still
time for
well
everything.
grounded.
You need to agree with me here. There's a time for everything, right? You want to make money. You want to become successful in whatever you do. Go and learn the rudiments of it. And that's why you have to have primary education. I mean, for goodness sake, we all know, what are you doing with A for apple, where you know that you don't get to see apples? B for ball, C for cat.
We
D
see
for
ball
dog.
now and cat
Eh-heh.
and dog.
Do you see elephant? E for elephant.
No, elephant.
Elephant. Do you see that? Develop your brain. If you have finished developing your brain, or you can do it pari passu at the same time, simultaneously. But don't come and talk to me just because you have money. You want to talk down at me when you have not been as well educated as I have.
Well,
Right?
you know,
haven't
some of these
leveled up.
children
You
are
don't
very,
know
very
anything.
educated.
Okay,
That's
so
where
let's
I'm
go back
going.
to
That's where I'm going.
let's go back to the leveling up
Yes.
of girls, women before and women now. I think if we look at women before, a lot of women before,
Yeah.
like in the 70s, were also housewives.
Yeah.
A lot of them were totally dependent on,
On
their
their
husbands
husbands.
Their
and
husbands.
suffered abuse because of this dependency.
And the children
Which might
saw
be some
this.
of the reasons why we're seeing people insisting on being independent now as well. It could be from that trauma.
Could be, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then if we look at the children of today, a lot of them, especially, look, I'm always stunned when I meet with this, because I do a lot of stuff with the younger
Younger ones.
younger ones. I do a lot of talking. I do a lot of blah blah. And I met a few. I met Taoma, who does.
She's really
kids.
good.
Yeah.
She's
And
really
she
good.
is doing
She's doing
extremely
well.
well. She's
Well.
well spoken. She's educated. educated, she works with her partner, her
Yes,
husband,
right.
then they're doing great things.
Yes.
I met with Stephen Chooks. I did something
Oh yeah,
with him.
he's awesome.
He's great.
great.
They're-
Yeah,
they know,
he's a sweet boy.
They know where
Yes.
they're going. Their heads are on their shoulders, and they understand.
And they come from good homes.
understand
I
they
know
come
Steve's
from
mom.
good homes.
They
I know
understand
Steve's
what they're
mom.
doing.
They come from good homes, and they have been schooled. Maybe that's the word I should use. Well schooled, not necessarily the education. I mean, not everybody can go to
Education might
university.
not necessarily be university, right?
Yes,
Okay.
well schooled.
So
what are the
positives of life?
Let's look at-
Let's look at the positives.
Let's look at more positives of women.
Hold on.
Right.
please.
Now.
I
You have
a
a message?
conversation.
Oh,
a conversation going on between myself and Don Hash Asekun Michael. Hello.
On Facebook.
So he says, good conversation. This is an educative show. Good job. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Don Michael. Keep listening. There's a whole lot more coming up. Yes. Oh, yes. Then and now. What did you just say? Positives. So what are the positives?
I think the
Bimbola?
positives of today is that we've seen more girls who are bosses in terms of taking charge of their lives, taking charge. Not, it might not be emotionally or spiritually, but financially taking charge.
Okay.
Understanding that, I think Iyabo Ojo is someone I'm very proud of.
Oh, yeah.
Who for my General Board, my daughter, I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, they're doing
these,
well.
These are young women who are, and then I met Sharon Onoja as well,
Yeah.
and she seems to have a good head on her shoulders, and there's so
There's
many.
so many of them like
girl.
that.
So
Chi-girl.
many. Chi-girl.
Girl. Chidra has
they-
said
they
she
have-
wants to come on the program. Oh.
She
sent
will.
us a
She
Come,
message
must
that
darling,
she wants to
come.
She
on
must come because I want to see her.
Yeah.
I mean, Chi-girl, I mean, they're doing
She's done so
phenomenal.
well for herself.
They're doing a lot.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
The guys too.
things that when we back then didn't
Would have
even
done for free.
dream.
We
wouldn't have
dared
even
not
known.
dream. We dared not dream of it.
Yeah.
They are achieving.
Yeah.
And maybe props to us that we gave them that platform.
Yeah, we give them the
to,
push.
you
Yeah.
know,
The push.
Yeah.
We have to give
Yeah,
ourselves
so a
props.
pat on
I'm
the
patting
back.
myself
Pat
on the back.
Yes, so, yes, so
Can my hand reach my back? Yeah, it can. It can.
you should be able to.
You don't have a knack for that.
I don't have a knack for it.
So,
Yeah.
folks, if you've been listening to us, or if you're just joining us, this is still Ladies Lounge. You have missed an awesome topic of discussion. We're talking about women leveling up.
Leveling up
Leveling up.
on mainland 98.3 FM.
And we're going now to our next segment. And that is our Juju segment, as far as I'm concerned.
And our chief jazzist.
Our chief jazzist is in the house.
Hello.
Everyone,
Hello.
please
Hello.
clap for NY
Hello.
and her
Hello.
jazz and tips.
We have to start calling her herbal chief.
Herbal chief, Juju chief.
Yes. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. So, what's my jazz for today?
Are you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking
Tell
you guys.
us,
I mean,
tell
can't
us.
you just see it and
Oh, God,
know?
tell us this thing.
He's the
My
eyelash.
jazz for today is pawpaw leaves.
Yes.
Pawpaw. Nice
Pawpaw
one.
leaves.
I've heard about
Yeah.
pawpaw leaves.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. It's good for a lot of things.
Why did you call it
Infections-
pawpaw? Since you're saying we shouldn't say,
They
we
call
should
it
say
papaya.
kanak. No, say pawpaw. Since you're saying kanak. Sorry.
You people ignore Bimbo. I don't think she's had her pawpaw for the leaf.
She said pawpaw.
The pawpaw.
She got you there.
Okay. So guys, we're talking about pawpaw leaves today. You brew it like a tea, or you just blend it. So you wash it very well. And yes, I think you can't use both. You can't use pawpaw from the female and the male. It has to be
There's
the
female
female.
and male pawpaw.
Yeah, female pawpaw is the one that
True.
gives you the fruits. The ones that give you the fruits. The male pawpaw don't fruit up.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, seriously.
I've never heard that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
You learn new things
A
every day.
pawpaw, a pawpaw tree is a
Pawpaw
tree.
Pawpaw is not an hermaphrodite. It's male or female.
Wow.
Yeah.
A plant too.
Yeah. So there's the male pawpaw, and then the female pawpaw is the one that gives you the fruits.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so we should concern ourselves
Yeah,
with
with
the,
the
one
female
that gives the fruit.
pawpaw leaves. So there are two ways you can do it. You can get the dry ones, rinse them very well, and boil them for tea and drink the water. I usually advocate for first thing in the morning because your system is still empty and open to absorb, and last thing at night. You know, not when you say last thing at night, that won't be like 11 o'clock or 12. That'll be like after dinner. Yeah, it's good for increasing the white blood cells in your body.
Wow.
Yeah, it's used for malaria.
Wow.
For treating malaria, infections, viral and bacterial. You know, you can. So if you don't boil the leaves and drink it, you can wash it very well. Put it in a blender.
Blend
with
it
some water.
With some water.
Yeah.
Like you do.
I
the
always
ugu
like
leaves.
yes.
Okay, so I had to Google this. Pawpaw flower sex is something rare. They have separate male, female, as well as hermaphroditic plants.
Yeah, they have some that have flowers and fruits,
and they're not self-pollinating. Wow. You learn new things every day.
An ant has to move from one place to the other. A bee has to move from one. The bees and the birds, they're very important in nature. So you blend your pawpaw leaf. Yeah, I'm the herbalist. Yeah, you blend your pawpaw leaves, strain and drink. So you blend like maybe a handful of pawpaw leaves in like 4 cups of water, and then blend it very well, and then strain it and drink it. I also want to tell you at this junction, that it is very bitter. But drink it anyhow, because when you drink it, most times when you drink these things, you pee it out.
Yeah.
I heard you can boil it as well.
Yeah, that's why I said tea. You
That's
boil
what
it.
she said.
You can boil
like
the
tea,
you can dry the leaves and make it like tea.
But how often
Why,
do you
have
take
to
this?
dry the leaves to make it like tea?
Well,
or just
it's
pick up a bunch, rinse, and put it up?
No. Most
must
of these
dry it first.
most of these things, when they are fresh, once you boil it, you lose the properties.
Oh.
But when it's dry, you can keep it. You can store and keep and then do tea. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that the teed one is not as bitter as the fresh leaf one.
And it's not as potent, right?
No, its potency is not as good. So I would advise that you do it fresh. You will go to the low, smelly stuff, but then it cleans out your insides. And you know what? Everywhere they say when your gut is clean, a lot of diseases and illnesses stay away from you.
Very true.
So those things would encourage you to go frequently. You know,
and I'm sure it's anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Fantastic.
It's good for body pain and all that, malaria. In fact, unsubstantiated claim, it was used to cure, to treat cancer and tumors.
Wow.
Yeah, unsubstantiated. Please, if you're ill, go to your hospital, see your doctor.
Yeah.
But it's not. It won't be a bad idea to try this. And a tip my tip for today.
Okay.
Salt. Salt can do a whole lot of good for you.
Well, I'm out. Sorry.
No. It's not for you to drink.
Okay.
For you to
Because
do
if I have to
what?
put
No.
You know I don't eat salt.
No. I don't cook with salt.
I don't.
But you can use it to unclog your drains.
Oh.
Yeah. So your kitchen drain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not your bathroom drain, because salt will not dissolve hair. I've tried it. It didn't work.
Okay.
But your kitchen drain, you know, the grease and everything. You pour in a handful of salt, pour in some hydrogen peroxide, it bubbles.
Yeah.
Clear
It clears
drain.
it up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can use it and wash the backs of your pots and the grease.
And it goes off.
Yeah. People who cook with skillets, you know, those heavy.
Yeah.
You can put some salt in and rub it dry. Clean it up, and it takes off all the grease, and you wash it proper and use it. Yeah. You can use it to clean your iron as well. So when your iron burns,
Yes.
pour salt on a sheet or on cloth and iron on top of it. And then when you're done, turn off the iron and clean it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
My tip for today, even though I'm not a chief justice,
It's all right.
carry safety pin everywhere you go. You don't know where you might need it.
Yeah.
Your cloth fits here
Your
for
cloth
road.
fits here.
If you have safety pin,
Your wig fits slack.
your wig is slack. Use a whole safety pin.
I have to add 2 more things to the salt
Okay.
hack.
Okay.
You know when you cut up your apples, pear,
Oh yeah, you have
and
to.
all that.
Vinegar and salt.
No, not necessarily vinegar. You can
No,
just
you
use
have
salt.
to use
But the
vinegar.
salt, no. The salt wouldn't be table salt. It can
It has
be
to be
it
sea
can
salt.
Sea salt. Sea salt is healthier for
It's
you
healthier.
at any time.
So you used to wash your fruits,
You can
right?
use both.
Because
Yeah,
of
use
all
it-
the chemicals
yeah,
that
all the
are on
chemicals.
it, I use vinegar and sea
Yeah.
salt.
I just use my white vinegar.
Yes.
I
But
just
add
use
salt
white
to it.
vinegar in water,
No, add
and I'm
salt to
good.
it. Salt
And
and
if you have some money to spare, soda water, salt, clean your fridge with it. It takes away all the awful bloody smell.
Vinegar does that now.
Yeah, it
but that's
does.
it.
Why do I
But
want
it's
to waste
chemical.
money? It's a tip, Sha. It's a tip.
It's
If you have
chemical.
soda water in your store, please. If you don't, please just go
Have
and
you
buy
tried
one
to soak your
white
face in
vinegar.
soda water? Oh my god!
Soak
Are
my
you
whole-
serious?
My face.
The Chinese
My
people
face In
Soak
soda
it.
water?
Put your head in soda, your face in a bowl of soda water.
And then what will happen?
Oh my
Your
god.
wrinkles will disappear.
The carbons, will just tickle your face.
Carbonated
and
water.
give you that glow.
Which dirty glue?
I don't
The
understand.
kind of glow I'm carrying around now. The glow that gives you a knack. So that's it. If you do try my tips, let me know how it went. I'd love to hear from
Waste
you.
soda water.
Awesome. I'm sure there's something wrong with our phone lines now. What's that? We
But
usually
maybe you
get
need to call
plenty
them
calls,
the
so
call again.
maybe we'll give them the number again, and just in case. It's 0913
Yeah.
6,410. Okay, let's do one
Maybe
by
you're
one.
not doing that.
091
3
360
0
410.
Yay.
That's the number to call.
Yeah.
The number to text 091 360 430. Okay, and that is it for Jazz and Tips.
Oh, and we have a text message from Oluwasho from Bagada. He says, I've learned so much today. It's
Thank you,
always a
Oluwasho.
pleasure listening to you.
Thank you,
women.
Sharon. God
you
bless
very much,
you.
Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
Please call again.
Please, that's nice of you.
Call again.
Call again. I'll be text again. He said it. She
Call
said,
again.
Oh,
I want to hear your voice.
Hello. Good afternoon. Oh, did I say good afternoon?
It's
Sorry,
all
we
over
missed that
the
one.
both, Yeah.
Yeah, I told you there was something wrong with the phone lines because people would just be calling and
Even
they wanna
our
be part
favorite
of
guy.
even our favorite guys that
Oh
call us.
my
What's the name of that
God.
one that used to always call every day? I'm sure there's the one that says he's
John
always waiting
Flex?
for Aproko.
John Praise.
John Praise.
No, not John
No,
Praise.
John
John Praise
Paul.
is
John Praise.
John Praise is
No,
my
no,
boyfriend.
John Paul.
No, John T is
John
your
T
boyfriend.
is your boyfriend, yes.
So Don P now or Don Paul?
Yes.
Don
Yes,
something was the one
Don
that was
something, yes.
Don guy.
And then the one
Don,
that's
we
always
miss you.
waiting for Aproko.
miss you.
Don't worry, Aproko, we have Aproko tonight.
And we have another message from Shegun Ikeja. Shegun says that, we are old school women talking about new school, that we didn't talk enough about the positives of today. Okay, we shall
Did Shagun give us any tips?
yes, it says
On
a
positivity.
lot of girls today are making their own money, and that's
Yeah, but
already
we talked
said so
about
now.
that. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shegun.
Big
Thank
ups
you,
to the
Shagun.
girls. We're not
Thank you.
talking
you,
down
thank
on the
you,
girls
thank you.
because they are doing awesome.
They're doing awesome. And
They're doing
remember what
awesome.
we said in the beginning of the program, we're supporting women, are supporting women. Women are raising up women. It's Women Crush Day today. We have done all we can for women, but we will tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Bam.
When then they do bad, we go tell them.
Yeah.
All the nakedness is not working for me.
It ain't working.
It isn't
ain't
working for me.
The-
I think there's so much more grace in being able presenting yourself a certain way. I think so. It's my personal opinion. Doesn't mean that it's the holy
general.
grail.
We agree.
Yeah.
We all, the three of us agree on it anyway. So,
Yes.
hey.
The women women have always, in fact, what are we saying? Women have always made money.
They've always made money.
Always made a lot of money. Women have a good head on their
I know
shoulders.
stories
Yes.
of women who were actually the breadwinners of the family.
Yeah,
They pushed
and
their
they
husbands
were-
in
yeah,
front.
and their husbands
Yeah.
were
And
were
the
never
husbands didn't
relegated to
mind.
the background.
That's
their
right.
children.
Yes, we're not saying
were
that women
carried
didn't
along.
make money. We're saying young ladies, teenagers, 19, 20. It took
But
a
that's
while.
not even the bone of
No,
contention.
no,
Yes.
that time it took a while. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what
But
we're
that's
saying.
because we didn't hit it the way most of the women and girls are doing it now. They have a way of making money from.
Anyway, it's time now for hit or miss. Let's take a break. We'll come back for hit or miss.
Oh yeah, what a night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's
Welcome to the Ladies Lounge. Real women, real talk. Welcome to the Ladies Lounge. Real women, real talk.
Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial. 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial.
Yes, so we're still having fun here on Ladies Lounge on your darling station, Mainland 98.3 FM.
The sound of Lagos.
Yes, it's time for Hit or Miss. What's a hit or miss today?
So many.
Then plenty, ba?
Plenty.
Let's start with one that I think is scandalous.
Okay.
Ashwebi.
Oh, God.
I don't understand.
Oh, God.
Scandalous.
This is not a scandalous thing. This is worse than scandalous thing.
But she has come out to say that
650,000 naira for.
She said it's her friend.
How would you even think about it?
Actually, I wouldn't buy a Shelby of 100K.
I wouldn't buy a Shelby of 80K.
I bought a Shelby 80K.
I refused to buy. I gave an excuse.
You see the problem?
Because I wouldn't force that on you. So why do you have to force it on me?
You buy it and
I
then
will not buy it.
use an arm, a leg, and a foot to sew it, and then your tailor spoils it.
And your tailor spoils it.
No, but I think it's becoming unnecessarily expensive.
It is, especially with the way things are going
now. I think those days
now.
of 10K, 15K, and we all,
No, okay.
most of the time you're not going to wear the dress
You'd
again.
never wear it
You
again.
can't because it's
Especially
a uniform
with
dress.
the way even with the way the tailor sews it, you really can't wear it again.
And
No, the tailor sews it on.
You give you all those.
No, it's
embellishments
because I
and
gave you that
everything.
style. No,
Not anymore.
if I don't give you the style, how dare you give me that big elaborate something?
I always want
But
that
the
kind of
thing
thing
is,
now.
a lot of people don't even wear it
Because I
again
wanna
because
look
there's so many
different.
of us that have
Everybody
that
else
particular
wearing
material.
Material. So
let me
you
tell you
wear
what-
it for a
what
big
I do.
occasion again.
Yeah,
yes.
what I do for Ashobis is I will take a small bit and make something.
Uh-huh.
I was at a party over the weekend. I took a piece of it
I saw
and
that.
I made something.
I saw that. You really look nice.
It
in
made
Makes
sense for me.
That's true.
But I also
But
think
they
that no
want
matter
to
what
sell
you're
you.
doing-
In this case, this lady wanted to sell you the whole 9 yards or whatever yards, the whole kitchen sink plus the kitchen
And
for
there's a claim
650,000, and you can't buy
There's
less.
a claim that she imposed it on. Is that true?
They said
that
she imposed it on her staff.
How? No, it's not possible.
And then her staff must be very rich if they can pay 650,000.
You must explain to me how you
How
can pay 650. How much
how
is your
can my
salary?
staff pay that? Exactly.
Start somebody's rent now for 1 year.
What are you saying?
That's some people's rent now.
That's somebody's child's school fees.
Yes.
Really?
That's
How many blocks?
in Ekpe?
In
Oh,
Ekpe?
no,
How
Ekpe is,
many
no,
blocks
Ekpe is
of-
expensive, not
How
Ekpe.
many blocks of cement can you buy with that?
I don't
That's
know.
a lot.
I don't
That's a lot
build.
now.
But,
650,000.
But that's a lot. That's unreasonably a lot.
So it's a hit or a miss. Obviously, it's a
It's
what?
a miss.
It's a big miss for
It's
me.
a
It's a
big miss
huge
for
miss.
me.
It's a miss
I
for
think
me.
we need to be more careful. If you don't get money to do party, I will leave her. Not take our money to treat us.
If you do party, you don't get to force me to wear your clothes.
Abu.
Ah.
That makes sense.
My God.
Anyway, let's go to the next one.
We can go to where, well, we have one that's nice.
Which one is that?
Ojodu local government opens market for the poor. Everything for 1K.
Everything. Oh,
Fantastic.
I saw
But
that
where did they
video.
get the 1K things from?
which one concern you and I? As long as it's the authentic thing, it's done by the local government. My goodness, that's a hit for me.
That's awesome. I love you.
Everything they were selling, I saw the
1K.
video, was 1,000. They
Fantastic.
packaged it so that even the poor can do what? Breathe.
Abi, let the poor breathe.
That's a hit for me. Oh. That's a
huge,
big hit.
Big
hits.
Huge.
Really big.
I mean,
hits.
the thoughts to think that you thought that up. Big hits, sir.
Congratulations, sir.
Did any of you hear about the NLC strike?
I just want to talk now.
In fact,
this NLC strike.
We tire.
Are they striking or are they striking?
At the end of the day,
and you know, I said that
the striker has become the strikee.
Immediately I read that, I just said it to. I was with a group of friends, and I just said, "Nonsense! Strike that will not happen." At the end of the day, they will always say that something.
No, but it happened in some quarters.
How?
It actually did happen.
It started.
We just didn't notice it.
It started and then fizzled out. That's usually how it is.
No, I would never forget one that kept me at home. I was traumatized. In fact, that's the reason. That was the reason why I got my ATM card the first time. Because my daughter was in school. I couldn't get money across to her.
Oh my God.
I was traumatized. I was panicked. I was so scared. My husband was working away from us, and he almost walked. He almost walked from one state to this state.
Yes.
From fear and panic, because he realized I couldn't get to the banks. I couldn't get money. Nothing. My God.
So the NLC one, is it a hit or a miss? So it's a hit.
They should let us rest.
Should go and sit down, I beg.
Let us rest.
And
then what about this elevator one? The doctor that
one
died.
is so sad.
That's a huge.
That's so sad.
Can you imagine?
That's just sheer negligence.
How can someone?
We don't have a maintenance
How can
culture.
someone say that the person is in charge of a particular thing working, doesn't work, and the person doesn't have a headache? The person actually can sleep at night.
The problem with us,
and this thing is not working,
is that if that person had done his job, we would have probably given him or her an award and made such
what's the big deal about that?
Well, that's your work.
That's your work. And now a doctor has died.
A child. What are you saying? A doctor? A child is gone.
You know what I'm saying?
An adult child that the parents brought up.
Yeah.
That they've known.
They've nurtured.
That's not even man.
In fact, that's it for hit or miss for me. I'm sure we don't have any more. Let's just move on. But let's take a break.
Miss.
Let's take a break. Let's take a music break this time, folks.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Woman, don't suffer, lower everybody. Money no like woman no like woman.
Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial. 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial. Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial. 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial.
Hello, ladies. Are you ready for some tea? Hello, ladies. Are you ready for some tea? Grab your cup and let's share some tea.
My people, oh, I throw a salute. How on a day? Eh, like say, don't reach the 35 years when I talk to na last. Me when I just last Wednesday. Oh. When I don't become part of my life now. Anyway, man, not to talk because I don't start with that. I get Tori for now again today. Today, Tori now about Chief Agba. I will call him Agba. I will not finish the name. Chief Agba and in 2 wives. Chief Agba married first wife when he just start for business, when he just start to the struggle. In first wife born 3 children for him, 2 boys and 1 girl. When things done, when Pepe don't rest for Chief Agba come marry second wife. This second wife come born 4 pikin, 2 boys, 2 girls. And they live okay, because all of them they inside one house. They fight, they come, fight, they end. Or these things they happen for the house. But they still live together in waiting the Oyinbo they call harmonizing situation, harmony. But the difference between these 2 women, we say the first wife now waiting with the call old school pair, and the new wife now waiting with the call new school. So the old school pair raising children the way mamas they raise their children for the 80s. You know now, when mama go look you eye, you self go adjust yourself. When mama go just turn look you go know say, if I take this next step, I want jam belt when I reach house. You know that kind of strict thing where all the culture, all they don't do this, or they sit down like this, or they don't do that, or they will eat this. When we waiting will give you, now you go eat. And waiting you do, you know that kind of mama now, like my mama, my beautiful mama. When my mama go use eye look you like this, you go adjust your whole soul. Your whole soul now you go adjust. Not that kind of mama. Loving, no, but strict. We know they agree make pikin do nonsense because you don't want making pikin end anyhow. Meanwhile, a new wife now, new school. In those butter raising. Oh, you don't want to eat. Oh, please, my baby, please. They say to beat pikin, say na trauma. Say na trauma to beat pikin. Say na talk. Now you go to talk to the pikin. You know go trauma am. You know that kind of thing. When pikin go to do anyhow for public, you go say, hey, nah, it's just the reaction. That way, pikin go say, he no feel like going to school today because leg the pain. And mama go say, sit down. First wife, you not born your rich to tell her say leg the pain. You don't want to go school when you still feel waka. And I see those 2 kind of upbringing. So 2 girls inside that house. 2 girls inside that house. I be 3 girls, one another verse. The first wife, 1 girl, and the second wife, 2 girls. The first wife, pikin, don't old small before the new wife pikin start. So the girl from the first wife collect like 10 years from the other one. Now she be the last born for the first wife, and she collects 10 years from the other children. So by the time they grow, the first wife daughter, he don't go university, they don't send her go America, he don't go do masters, do this one, come back, adjusting, a scientist, doctor, do well. But the second woman, children, no even do well for university. They not do well. And they will come see say discord come they enter the house because jealousy come they take over. Say why this one will be because this the first wife daughter, at the age of 15, now they take her inside university. She don't do university, they study medicine because as she pass reach. Because mama know they play. If mama says if you say that's what you want to do, this mama say, oh yeah, read, study. The other one say won't do fashion designer. So by the time when the first one don't become doctor, don't do masters from America, don't come back, don't become solid person where everybody knows, say, this better Obonga doctor than Nigeria. The other one just finish university, finish university. Say because in scores no good, he won't become fashion designer. They carry money give him. See party. In Papa give him 10 million, may start in fashion design business. See party. He chop the money end. They give him another 10 million. Say okay, now youthful exuberance now they do him. Say if we give him money again, things will change. You will see this girl waste the money, the second money again. Now the papa say, they give her money. Say, they help him again. Now house start to hot. Man, we don't do in life finish when a retirement phase a day. We come every day now war inside the house with the second wife. Say, no, the man not treat your own picking well. Now the first wife picking it treat well. Now the first wife picking in love. Now the first wife picking in they show love. Now the man ask her, say, what do you mean that the first wife picking is now they show love? All these children I me get them. You get anyone will be my own? Why I will treat some good, I will treat some good. Don't be me marry the 12 and I put for inside house. What think what happen when this one go good for my eye, this one no go good for my eye. The same way, I don't give your own children more money than I don't give this my first wife children. Because they don't need them. Because they don't need them. This young girl, where they look, will be the last born of this woman. Don't come, give me part of her first salary. As Pekin, we sabi. Her brothers, one na mechanical engineer, one na astronautical engineer. I don't know whether na astronautical, the old people where they do plane. They don't buy their own houses. Not be from me. I never do anything past pay for education for these children. They not come meet me one day. Say they need money for this. Your children from day one, only you. This one, they won't buy Gucci. They won't buy this designer. They won't buy that designer. If I calculate the amount of money I don't spend on top of your children, I never spend them on top one picking for this other woman's side. Now this woman vex, carry her load. Say she know they stay. She they come up for this house. She no go their house where she don't did there for many years. They go they treat her like outsider. The man no show am love. Now she carry her 4 children. Oh. None of them, only that fashion designer, I manage finish university, the others don't manage. The 2 boys, now area boys for the area. The other girl, no even won't go school. She says school no be away. Say she be OPA, social media person. All those social media people. Say now she be. Now she carry her children, walk out home for house, go rent one place. Say she did it. My dear. When suffering knock for the door, when the children won't kill her with demand, nobody tell her she call family meeting, beg, go back house. I beg that she's back here for that day. Mona day okay, see you next week.
I wonder, so many people are enjoying this aproko. She talk well this time. Our phone lines they open in case you never get the gist.
Aproko don't enter. You said they
Aproko don't enter my mouth already.
As they blow pitches, in case I don't have phone lines they open. That's 9136000410.
And we're also up on Facebook. Type in mainland 98.3 FM.
I don't understand.
We're also up on Facebook.
Yeah, we're up
98.3 mainland FM.
Yes, so.
Yeah,
but this
I'm
is where
waiting.
I'm
waiting.
No, we talk pidgin from now on. I beg.
I'm sorry, I don't do pidgin.
Oh wow.
Where are you from?
Oh whoa. Oh, what an egg.
Where are you from?
Please, I'm a kaite. We don't speak the pidgin.
You speak
Actually, you don't. You guys don't speak pidgin.
We don't do pidgin. I never spoke pidgin in my house.
They do Calabar accent English.
Actually, we don't all do that.
What do you all
She's
do?
speak condensing for you.
We don't
all
Voice
all
don't change. She don't
see.
have
Have you ever heard a forget in Bakara?
Oh
Oh
Lord.
wow.
Yeah.
That sounds so sexy. If forget the
No, not a forget.
No, that's how you really say it.
A forget in Bakara.
You are trying to make it sexy. Stop
No.
it. It's a forget the Bakara. No, forget.
No.
Say,
Okay.
I want to jump down the road to take the jacket.
No more fighting.
I want to get the jacket. Jump down the road.
Don't worry, the jacket is waiting for you in the house.
Come and talk to us about what
About
Aproko
tobacco,
has said
forget
today.
Speak to us about
Aproko
tobacco.
White man, yeah, quite English.
Raising kids.
Yeah.
Oh my
How
God.
Should
can
be
you say you
balanced.
don't beat children? what kind of trauma is it? War? Is it war? Are they in the war? Are they fought war?
You know what our moms used to do? You beat with one hand and draw back and comfort with the other. We really should try that.
Yeah, every mother should do that.
A good spanking
once in a while
can do your child good. Spank.
That is the difference between then and now. Try it now. Then what happens? They will tell you, no. The brain of the child.
Some parents still spank.
Oh, did you hear about the man that lost his child from spanking in front of Oyinbo children?
I'm telling you.
You do it now
and you'll be accused of one thing or the other.
Oh, but now a lot of people don't do it in Nigeria as well.
A lot of people
in Nigeria, if you
they never born you well.
You will hear teachers tell you, please don't hurt the child. The child needs to be, you will affect his psyche.
You've not heard of a teacher that was killed?
What happened to my own psyche?
You make him more, I don't know, you make him more, what's that word? You make him more...
timid.
Shaking baby syndrome.
In fact.
You traumatize the child.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Anybody who say me they not beat Pekin, it's not for me. I will beat. I'm just not going to beat you like you are my enemy. But if you do something wrong that deserves a little spanking, you will get the spanking.
You should.
But we will have a conversation about it.
And it's not only a spanking. You can actually talk to your child. Talk some sense into the child.
But I have to agree.
You do it the first time. Do it like this. You do it. The person does make that mistake the first time. Of course, you get talking and scolding. You do it the second time, you are warned that you did it the first time.
The
and
third
we scolded
strike.
You. On the third time, that person is trying
It's called a third strike.
When they try you,
and children will try you.
They will try. Children will try you.
They will try you and see how far.
Third time, and you are still speaking English. My friend, where is the cane? Bring out the cane.
But also,
remember what our mothers used to do? Igbati, 40, ati gbogbo.
No, Femi 40.
Well,
what's
mothers
slap?
Used to do it.
I know.
Mothers used to do it. Okay, what about the one with the slippers? Yeah,
that was funny because they used to.
They will fling that slipper,
and they will get
but
to you.
But they knew that it would not hurt you.
Of course.
Has a mother ever flung her skull at you? What do you
never.
My mother had flung skull at me.
That skull, that wooden
skull. But did it touch you?
But did it touch you now? Is the wooden skull?
There was wooden and there was a
softer one, yes.
They would never use the wooden one. But that's the thing.
Some crazy mothers would.
If it was the bathroom slippers, it will get to you. But you see that wooden one, it doesn't ever get to you. They know what they're doing.
But the truth of the matter is that some mothers abuse the beating.
Yeah.
Truly. Some parents.
You beat the child
not just the
so
mothers.
much.
Some parents abuse the beating.
Yeah, you beat the child so much, the kids don't feel it anymore.
Yeah.
Some of our friends were beaten so much they didn't feel it after a while.
Oh wow!
It became that. What would they do? They'll beat me now.
They'll just beat me, Abby.
And then your chop came over. It became something to laugh about with their friends.
So I think that's also where this idea of punishing the child, naughty corner and all those things came from. Because for those kind of kids, depriving them of something they love would be really, really painful. But then
internet.
But now it's worse.
Now just deprive them of internet and it's over.
But if you ground your child, the child will understand that he's done wrong.
Will sneak,
if you ground your child, there's so many different punishments. There's the grounding. There's going to the corner. There's keeping the person in the house for certain.
There's spanking.
Grounding. There's spanking, but the child will get to a certain age, and you cannot just be spanking anyhow.
I can't spank. I don't spank.
You can't slap your 15-year-old, for instance. You can't slap. You can't spank.
I tried that.
And I think this goes back to women of before and women of now, and what we mean by being a baddie. Then it was so important that your children were well
brought up.
Like now, there's so many badly behaved children.
Remember you were saying it. Remember you were saying it.
Yes.
One look from your mother.
Yeah.
Hey. I have done the look, and my daughter said, "Mommy, what is in your eye?" So forget it.
My own has
it must be the water they drink now.
Oh my goodness.
The water they drink now. I started that thing from beginning, so it's not as if I didn't. I started. It's only now she's
emboldened.
It's now she's older. She gets to understand that there's a look I will give her. She dare not try it. Now, but when she was younger, she would. You remember how when we were younger, our mothers could do that to us.
Who are you? Not to notice the eye.
Not to notice
observe and react.
Mommy, why are you pinching me?
Oh my goodness! In public.
Of
course, now.
Oh my goodness!
Mommy, come. Let me see your eye. What is that in your eye? You doing eye at her to like? Will you behave? Will you? For where? You know. So that's then and now. So it's obviously. Maybe all of this acculturation and the rest, because it's not our culture, it is something else. Our culture has been watered down. eroded,
changed, diverted,
diluted,
and diversified.
Where are you going?
Yeah, diverted, diversified.
I remember when a friend of ours went up to go and have a baby, and she went with her son, who was about was just a bit older than she was. And she says she put him in day school.
Her son was a bit older than she was.
No, the baby now. I'm trying to remember how old he was in relation to Bele. So anyway, he went.
What's that?
How old was the baby?
How old was the baby?
I'm trying to remember. No, the baby was almost about to be born.
And the boy was how old?
And the boy was older than the baby.
Okay,
that's what you mean.
That's what I mean. Not the boy was older than his mom.
We were wondering.
Anyway,
it was one.
No, it was more than one. It was more than one. No, it was in day school. So maybe about 3, 4.
4 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, that's took a while.
It's horrible because I can't remember how, and I should know how old they are. Anyway, so she put him in day school, and the first thing they teach him was how to dial 911. So he comes home and he's naughty, and his mom says to him, "Stop that! If you do it, I will beat you." He said, "If you call me, I'll call the cops. If you beat me, I'll call the cops on you." And this is a frustrated Nigerian mother.
Pregnant.
Heavily pregnant. And she said she looks at this child that she used her money to buy tickets for. He said, "What did you say?" He said, "If you touch me, I'll call the cops on you." She said, "Hey, did they tell you how to do it?" He said, "Yes." "What did they tell you to do?" He said, "I will dial 911. "Do you know how to do it?" "Yes." "Come and show me." He goes and shows and says, "Okay." She said she beat him. Said the frustration, all the vex of that day. She said she pounded her son, and when she finished, she said she was even as, "Oh yeah, call cops." Dial 911. They will deport me and you. We are Nigerians. So therefore, let me beat you. Come and go and call cops. Nonsense.
I don't know. I mean, that culture is a bit. It's positive and it has its positives and its negatives. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because with anything in life, obviously. So I think a lot of people have also taken advantage of that and used it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because you have some Oyinbo children that are honestly badly behaved.
And then they have some really, really well brought up children.
Yes. It does work. It does work, I guess. Talking to kids can work. Depending on how you do it.
Like 2 children are never the same. So maybe one can
But Baba Agba's children, the other 4 did not go finish school.
The other 4 did not finish school
because
their mother spoils them rotten.
Their mother didn't want to give them shaking babies.
Gushy.
They were carrying Gucci bags and Baba Agba was busy giving them 10 million naira because the mother was the one insisting. Meanwhile, the first wife's children did not get those kinds of largesse.
Well, different strokes for different folk.
You know,
different strokes.
So anyway, it's been an awesome day so far, right? We're almost at the end.
We're not almost.
We're on the home stretch, and it's been fun. I don't want this to end.
It's not our portion in Jesus' name to be at the end.
End of the program now. Why? End of the program for those people who are listening. End of the program.
Oh my word!
Home stretch. That is after this we go home. That's what I
blame Bimbola's choppings. The food she gave me this evening for this because I don't understand where all this excitement.
What did she give us this week?
She gave me kettle buns.
Kettle buns.
And some
nice
grilled pork.
Grilled
meat.
Pork meat.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, this is still Ladies Lounge. We're about to go home, and we do have our last words for you. So who's going to start first? I don't even remember anything to say. I just want you all to be happy. So,
I think it's very important that we, as women, realize that even with the bagbatigbo of daily life, children, work, everything, and the hustle, just take a little time out for yourself.
Yeah,
just reconnect with you and make sure that you are good. Because if you're not good, you can't raise healthy children. You can't have a healthy home. So just take time out for yourself. 5 minutes a day. Just look in the mirror and talk to yourself, and remind yourself of who you are.
Yeah, you can't pour from an empty cup. Yeah,
true. And why?
I just want to remind us to do better for ourselves. Bimbo has said the same thing.
Yeah,
not just women. Men as well.
Yeah.
Because really truly you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give what you don't have. So if you don't do better for yourself, you can't. Everyone around is going to feel it. It's going to feel the absence of the emptiness.
This guy is okay. Please, Gloria, over to you.
Yes, and my last words is it's okay. It's okay to be soft.
Yeah.
I'm also talking to myself.
Yes, please, Gloria, what to say? Did you hear that?
It's okay to be soft. It's okay to let your guard down.
Yeah.
It's okay to be vulnerable.
To be vulnerable. You can
To be
still
human.
be an independent woman.
Strong woman.
A strong, independent woman and be vulnerable.
Yes.
Right? Humility pays.
It does, actually.
So, all of you who are like me, harsh women, go home, massage your husband's egos, and feel good.
My God, I was thinking of a lot of other things.
I only said ego. I did not say anything else.
I will say it. Go home.
Massage
your partner. Massage your partner.
Massage your husband's ego.
Not ego.
Coming.
Not ego.
Not
ego. Massage your man.
Ego ni mo so.
Massage your man.
I'm coming to you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.
See y'all next week. Bye.